I took a put debit spread on Lily. I took a put debit spread. I took a thousand and what is it? 1,005 to 1,000. 1,005 to 1,000. Bought the 105 puts, sold the 1,000 puts. 1,005 puts. I bought and sold the 1,000 puts, and I did it for 212. 212. Right now it's back down to 153. It jumps all over the place. Very very volatile. Very big spreads in this thing. But again, I bought the 105 puts, 1,005 puts, and I sold the 1,000 puts. $5 spread. I did it for 212 or something like that. What was it? Yeah, 212. $1.75 right now as Lily bounces. But the daily on this thing is pretty ugly today. It's breaking down decently. Yeah, with room all the way down to 990. These are pretty wide moves here because it's such an expensive stock. But yeah, just a debit spread. No, didn't have the criteria for me to take a UMCAT on it, and they're too expensive. So we'll see where it goes. OYB still kind of flattening out here a little bit right now. Google not doing much of anything. Back down to the 8 and just kind of sitting there. And IBB having a decent day. Kind of flattening out now, but a decent day. This is a low probability trading environment. LPTE. That means don't take a lot of trades. If you take any trades you take them, keep them small, and take profits pretty quickly on them. Because we don't have any market tailwind here on the SPY or the Qs. Now the IWM Russell 2000 has been pretty nice. It's kind of flattening out a little bit right now. And here's the Qs right here. Market internals just chopping back and forth right now. Hey Gary. Spread like KR, if we let the 12.5 expire worthless with the 12 triple leg remain open, yes. No, the broker will not close the whole position. No, you can just let the 12.5 call that we've got on it, the short call, expire worthless, and you can keep the long call for next week. We'll see what the stock does. We want to see it bounce back up above 62.71, but you don't have to worry about it. So you just let it expire. On the IBB trade, I've got shares. Was the target stock price 173.50 for the sell order? 173, yeah, 173.74 is resistance, so around 173.50 assignment, about $1 higher from where we are right now. Okay. Did I tell you I took the 105, 1000 PDS and Lily? That's what I took, Ramkama, yes. Yep. I took the 1005, 1000 on Lily because it's moving down. Again, I got to be cautious here. I took a small position because the stock is actually bullish on the daily chart. It's just breaking down below the 8 and the 15 right now. So I'm just looking for a move down toward 1,000 or so. The next support level is 990 on it. So this thing can move around a lot. It's down $23 right now today, so moves a lot. About 11:48 right now. So I'm just looking around for any potential trades. I'm not going to add any more swings right now until I get a better feel for the market. Uh, SPYs looked pretty strong yesterday. Today it's not looking great. I mean, it's not looking terrible. It's only down 0.02%. Q's down 0.2%, and the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, up beautifully, up 0.7% right now, sitting right at resistance. And NVIDIA highs of the day right now. Nice move up in NVIDIA, just above the 8 and the 15. Terrible chart. I mean, awful daily chart. It's really a mess lately. For stock that used to trade so beautifully, this is just all over the lots here. Wicks and tails, and big moves down and big moves up. It's horrible. I'm not going to touch it. AMD looks better, but not great. VGO is the best looking of the, is much better looking than the other ones. Notice this PBO right here, right now, on AVGO. This was mentioned in the room this morning. See the hammer yesterday off the 15. Nice little setup right here off the 8. We'll see what it does. I haven't touched it yet, but it definitely is on my list for a potential swing trade. They'll be expensive. The stock's trading at $382. Hey, Jurgen. Do I have any thoughts on well for a swing? You like the longer term, very bullish. WELL. Let me look. Well power. Yeah, real estate. These are healthcare facilities. Yeah, it's a pretty nice. It's a pretty nice. It's very nice chart. Very nice chart. I mean, this is the kind of context you want to see on a stock. Grinding up like this. His earnings here. Grinding up. Don't have earnings again until February. Following the 8, almost right to a T here. Gets extended, comes back off. This is actually a good entry level for this right now. Not tremendous amount of volume, but not bad. Trades about 3 million a day. Yeah, I like that. I like that. If I put the volumes line on here, you really don't have any high volume resistance levels above here. Nothing. See, this is an all-time high right here, and it was not on high volume. So here's your next your support level on it right there. Here's where you would take it. I like it. Well's a nice one. I don't know what the options look like, but I like that. WELL. Q's bouncing here now. SPY also bouncing. I think Lily's bouncing, going against me. Yep, bouncing up. What? I think that's Lily. There it is right there. And not bouncing much. Market internals still very, very bearish on this thing. Not the market internals, but the indicators here. Market internals right now are moving up again. Market's getting bullish. Lily has got relative weakness, so that's one of the reasons I liked it. IBB just kind of moving sideways here. And Google bouncing up toward the VWAP. Let's see what the options look like on that well. I suspect it only has monthlies. I'm right, it only has monthlies. So you'd have to December 19th. Almost no volume if you're going to trade options on this thing. The options are it's trading at 204. The options only go up to 210. And those are 155 by 185. So if you wanted something in the money, you would take like the 200 or the 195s, and they're expensive. Now 200 is not too bad. 690 by 740 with a 486 of intrinsic value. But the now 195 is 920 by 1190. So I can't touch these things option wise. The total number of option sales today is 6 contracts across 4 different strike prices. So, but they do have some open interest on them. Nice setup though. That's a relatively expensive stock. If you want to buy shares, it's $204 a share, almost 205. Hey Simon, what do I think about CRWV for a long core weave? Nice move today. Yeah, it's coming off a pretty deep low. This is a very, very volatile stock. But it's moving up decently. Coming off of a low here, you can see that it's kind of put in a bottom here. And the 8's coming up through the 15, trying to. And here's your resistance at 88, 86. It's okay. I'm not excited about the limitation to the upside right now before I hit resistance. I mean, that calculates, goes into your risk reward. Hey, my AVGO earnings nearby. Yeah, AVGO has got some nice earnings. It does have, I mentioned it today. It's a nice setup. I'd have earnings next week, the 11th, week from today. So you don't have a lot of time of it. BE bounced off the 8, Ram, come on, thank you. Blue Energy bounced off the 8. Yeah, it's got resistance at 111.89. It's just above that 111.89. That's where it needs to stay above on BE. Maxim took $40 on a VWAP break on a SPY Super System. Yep, right there. VWAP break. Took it right there. In and out. Nice job. Upside limitations. Yes, Simon, that's my concern with it on CRWV. Maxim, my videos on the SPY Super System trades helps you a lot. I think it's pretty clear as far as how to trade these things. There's nothing saying every single one's going to work, but they work a lot. I mean, they work 85 to 88, 90% of the time. And sometimes you get a good move, sometimes you get a small move. It just depends on the market. You're kind of at the mercy of the market, but that's a nice trade right there that you took. SPY 684.80 on the SPY is the next resistance level. It's already been there today once. SPY still pushing up here. Trying to turn this into a bullish trend day. All right, AXGN and VKTX with continued momentum upwards. Thank you very much. Yep. VKTX. Yeah, VKTX, very nice. VKTX is an upcoming Fed meeting, and there are rumors of a buyout for its weight loss drug. Okay, those rumors have been around for a year. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Ari. $12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, right on the news. As the SPY tries to keep trying to recover here, it's up now a little bit. Just less than 0.1%. I mean, this is not a big move, but it's moved up nicely here in the last 4 or 5 candles. Market internal still strong. SPY trying to start to roll over just a bit here. Q also makes a little bounce. SPY pulling back just a bit now. Nice little pop up there. Can I check? Can I check HLI? It's HII. Is that right? Yeah, HII. Huntington Ingalls Industries. Here's a daily chart on it. Not going anywhere really. Pretty much just inside of this channel right here. This was earnings popped up nicely. The 8 and 15 are almost right together. It is bullish today. Nice little bullishness. Not much volume. That's terrible volume. This is a very low volume stock. It only trades 444,000 shares a day. Very low volume. So liquidity is going to be very low. And if I'm looking at this thing and I'm drawing like an algo line on this, I'm going to draw an algo line right from here to here. That's resistance on it right there. It's got some high volume resistance as well right there. There's a lot of resistance on this. And this is really for a daily chart, this is a horrible price action. You can't really predict direction here. It's bullish now because it's bouncing up, but look what it's done. The last time it went bullish and pulled back. So not one of my favorite stocks to try to trade. Nvidia moving, yeah, just hit high of the day here a minute ago. Moving up, but it's a terrible daily chart, and even the 5-minute chart's not great here. I mean, I'm not particularly thrilled about this particular chart right now. Not going to touch it. Again, I think a good practice when you're looking for stocks to trade, and you bring something up, look for reasons not to trade them. Look for reasons not to trade them. Don't look for reasons to trade them. You can always find reasons to trade stocks. But finding reasons not to trade them, if you can't find anything that's really a concern not to trade it, then you've got a good stock. But if you look at it and you're just looking for reason to trade it, there's always reasons to trade stocks. I mean, you can find lots of different reasons. Look for the negatives. Look for the reasons not to trade it first, and that's going to keep you out of a lot of mediocre trades. Just like when you go into a trade, don't think about how much money you can make. Think about how much money you can lose. Think about what your risk is. Very important. This is Nvidia moving back down again now. Google came right up to the VWAP and stopped. SPY pulling back down again. Very choppy. Again, this is a low probability trading environment. Very, very choppy market. Again, Google moved up right to the VWAP and stopped. IBB still looks pretty good here, but it's just moving sideways right now. And again, I'm short Lilly with a put debit spread on it. We'll see where it goes. All small sizes here today. I don't have anything big on here. When I'm looking at stocks to trade, I'm always thinking, is this the best one I can find? Would there be something better out here? Trade the best, skip the rest. I mean, it's a pretty simple statement.
Remember some commentary out by CBS. Trump to talk trade with Mexico and Canada in D.C. on Friday.
About 12, a little after 12:15. You take lunch around probably about 12:40 or so. So I just kind of chopping around here right now. Again, very low probability trading environment. Nothing here to trade. IWM has been the strongest. It's also just flattening out right now. I got to add it to Google. It's gone against me a little bit, but bouncing up now. And IBB still looks pretty good. I got a sell order in an IBB. Kroger, we're just going to have to let it go and see what it does next week. Our calls that we've got expiring tomorrow, we'll just let those expire, take the money, and see if we get a bounce in Kroger next week. I'm short some PDD here. Just some intraday, just a quick intraday trade here. Took it as it comes off the 8. See if we can get a move down. The daily chart's pretty bearish right here. It doesn't have pink candles, but it's still pretty bearish here to the downside. PDD. Hey Maxim. AHR all-time high, thank you. Yep, American Healthcare just pulled back just a bit from the all-time high. Pretty nice setup, pretty nice chart on AHR. I don't know what the options look like on it, but that's a nice PVO right there. Nice little extension from the 8 right back to the 8, bouncing off of it today. Not great volume today, but only has 1.6 million normal, a little bit under volume, but this is pretty decent setup as it tries to break out. That's a nice look. I don't know what the options look like on it, but the technicals on the daily chart are very nice. Nice look, Maxim. Hey Shai, yeah, you're trading over in Israel. You've been trading the Europe session in the morning. Yeah, the New York. We've been very choppy here lately. Um, this is another low probability trading environment today. These are very tough trading days. Shai says my edge today is selectivity, not aggression. Yeah, absolutely, selectivity is. That's almost always what I use. It's very selective. Trade the best, skip the rest. Our objective is not to make trades; it's to make money. And yeah, choppy days like this, you got to be very selective. Very selective. Again, I'm in PDD short right now. I mean, it's weak. I mean, it's weak to the look at it, and weak to the market. With that one, you could use, in the money call puts or out of the money puts. Yeah, 115 puts for next week on PDD, by the way, though, which are actually just about at the money, slightly out of the money. There's been about almost 1,000 contracts go off on those on PDD, trading for 162 by 175 for a potential swing on PDD, swing into next week. I like it. I mean, I like it. I wish the candle was pink, but we do have some support down here at about 111.66. So it's got plenty of room to the downside on that thing. It's not a bad. Again, we're in a downtrend here. It's come up and it's rolled over. Notice the 8 right now is coming down to try to cross the 15. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the 8's below the 15. Yeah, this is definitely a bearish trend right now. I like PDD, and I don't mind those. I think the slightly out of the money calls for next week. The only reason I mention that is because the volume's so high on them. the 115 puts for next week. I'm going to take some of them. So it's basically a short-term swing trade on PDD, short. Going for about $1.73 right now for the 115 puts. They're pretty much at the money. Typically I'd rather go in the money on these, but the volume on these are very nice. There's some unusual option activity on them as well, which I'm also interested in this particular case. Somebody just bought a bunch. Again, I'm in the 115 puts for next week in PDD, and I'm in the one. I'm in the PDD for 115s for next week. Paid $1.73 for them. Okay. So I got those at $1.73. I've also got some 114s for the out of the money catalyst trade on PDD. Does it have a catalyst? It does have a catalyst. It's gapping down today on an up day. It's also got some decent volume, not tremendous volume, but decent volume. Had some fairly high volumes as well. So it's kind of borderline, but again, I took it. It's very cheap. I paid 35 cents for the 114s expiring for tomorrow, and I got a sell order at 45 on them. They're going for 37 right now. Okay, short PDD. I'm going to put a sell order on the PDD for a 225, the ones that for next week. Oh, 50 cents. Just leave it out there. PDD with a little bit of a bounce. I took my PDD off the ones for today, for this week, the out of the money catalyst ones. I just took them off for $40. I get in for 35. I get out for 40. I got next week, so I'm going to hold on to those. But I just took profits on the one expiring tomorrow, the new strategy. Right, it's about 12:32. Let's see if I have any more questions here. IWM still strong. Yep. Yeah, IWM has been very strong today. It was approaching the all-time high. Again, I don't know if it got there. Let me see. I think it could. If it didn't get there, it got very close. I think the all-time high is 252.77. 252.77. So it's not quite there yet, but it's very close. About 80 cents away in the IWM. Very nice, strong day in the IWM. 2 days in a row, IWM has been outperforming the market. There's PDD heading down. There's IWM moving up. Q's doing garbage. And SPY doing garbage. IWM is the only, Russell 2000 is the only thing that's really outperforming right now. Diamonds are actually in a reverse trend today. Dow. Thank you, Shai. Tight channel, but you can short the top of it. Gotcha. Yeah, down a little bit today, but choppy. This is such a choppy charts. EW must have just said something good. Thank you, Ari. Yeah, nice little pop there. Again, I look. There's no options are pretty much untradeable in EW. I think that's the one I looked at. Yeah, there's some volume on the 8750s out of the money. 8750s for December 19th. I'm not going to touch those. In the money's the 85s are in the money, but barely. They're going for $2.20, which is a lot of extrinsic value to pay. 8250s, 380 by 410, but no volume. Zero volume. PDD drifting down. I like that enough. I'm going to go ahead and put this PDD on here. I'm not going to alert on it, but I'm going to put it on here. We did it December 12th. Gotta look to see what I got. PDD. December 12th, 115 puts. Right now they're going for about 178. I paid 173 for them. See if you can get it from 175 to 177. If you're not in it already. Okay, PDD, they're going for 178 right now. Again, I took PDD expiring tomorrow. They were way out of the money, the 114s. I did that new strategy on that, and I just made about 15% on it. Yeah. Nothing great, but not bad. Lily holding up all right. I'm short it with a debit spread. I put debit spread. I want to see it stay below 1,017. I want to see it stay below 1,017. That's the well, almost 1,018. I want to see it stay below there. She's up right here, basically right around the VWAP. Let's look at this MSTR straddle. Really, just don't like it. It's just moving sideways. It's been moving sideways for 2 days. It's always a danger with something like that if you don't get a move in it. They're expensive, and if you don't get a decent move in it, today it's up 23 cents. I mean, this is a stock with an ATR of $14. But I'm probably gonna have to bail on this thing because I've got too much time decay going on these strikes. Right about 12:40 here. I'm gonna get something to eat. And again, thank you, YouTube folks, for being here today. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in the room and asking questions. I appreciate that. And here every day from about 11:30 to about 12:30 or so, about an hour. And again, if you're interested in my room, which is the SPY Super System Options Trading Room, or my alert service, which we alert on the very highest probability trade setups, or the software you can purchase, the SPY Super System software, really an outstanding piece of software to let you know whether institutions are in the trades or not in the trades. And also you can use them for intraday off the 5-minute indicator right here, the current time frame momentum. And for swing trades, you use the multi-time frame and the current time frame. They would both have to be bullish, which is green or blue, or bearish, yellow or red, for both of these on a swing trade on the daily chart to go long or go short. All right, so there's where we are. So thanks very much for being here today. I appreciate it. And back tomorrow. See you folks tomorrow. Thanks very much, YouTube folks. And again, trade well.